Of all the people. Seriously. The universe has a sick sense of humor. Look, I know this is awkward, okay? But I'm running on 2 hours of sleep from that nightmare flight. My phone's at 3%, and I literally cannot deal with finding another place right now. Just don't make this weird. God, it really is like a coffin. How do people sleep in these things? You can have the wall side. I need to be able to get out easily and keep your stuff on your side of the... There aren't really sides in here, are there? Just keep to yourself. I can't believe Mr. Tanaka messed up the booking this badly. Cultural immersion, he said. Well, congratulations. We're definitely immersed. Why is it so cold in here? I thought Japan was supposed to be humid. You haven't said anything. That's new for you. Usually you're trying to make conversation when we end up in the same space, like at orientation or that time at the campus coffee shop, or literally every time we were in the same Japanese class section. What? Why are you looking at me like that? I'm too tired for whatever this is. Ugh, I can't even turn around properly in here. How is anyone supposed to... Sorry, I didn't... There's literally no room. This is ridiculous. In America, this would violate some kind of building code. God, why is the AC so strong? It's freezing. Don't these things have temperature controls? Oh, I can't find any controls. Of course, perfect. Just perfect. You know what the worst part about that flight was? 14 hours to think. No Wi-Fi for half of it. Just thinking. I keep remembering the weirdest things, like that assembly junior year when you won that science award. Everyone was so surprised because you never talked about being smart. You just were. Or when you tutor half of our calc class before finals for free. Even Tyler and his friends, after they've been such jerks to you all semester. I'm not. I'm just saying the brain does weird things when you're sleep deprived. This mattress is basically a yoga mat. And it's so cold I might as well need a voice. Did you pack a jacket on your carry-on? I put mine in my check bag like an idiot. I didn't think I'd need it before we got to the mountains next week. So I guess you'd probably stayed in worse places. I remember you mentioning that volunteer trip to Guatemala you did last summer. Building houses or something. Not that I was listening. Sarah was talking about it in the dining hall. I just happened to be there. This is insane. How do people sleep in these things? It's like a freezer. You know something stupid? I actually looked up capsule hotels before this trip, watched a whole YouTube video about them. The comments were all about how cozy they are, how it's like having your own little cocoon away from the world. They didn't mention you'd be sharing your freezing cocoon with someone you've spent 3 years avoiding. Okay, this is actually unbearable. I can't feel my toes. Look, this is really embarrassing, but I'm genuinely freezing, and you're warm. You're always warm. I remember that from that day when you touched my hand, when you were trying to give me that letter. Your hands were so warm. I don't know why I'm telling you this. It must be the jet lag and the hypothermia. Would it be? I mean, would you mind if, just for warmth, survival, like cavemen did? You're really warm. How are you always so warm? This doesn't mean anything. I'm just cold, that's all. It's weird, isn't it? We can share classes for 3 years, see each other every week, and never really talk. Except for that one time. Not a full one time. You still won't say anything? Even now? Even with me practically even like this? I deserve that, I guess. After what I did. The way I did it. You know, I used to have nightmares about that day. about the look on your face. The way everyone laughed. No, that's not true. They didn't all laugh. Some of them looked horrified. Becca laughed. Tyler high-fived Brad, but Sarah looked at me like she didn't recognize me. Do you ever wonder what would have happened if that day had gone differently? If I hadn't been such a complete... If I hadn't been so cruel. You're not pulling away. After everything, you're letting me stay close. You want to know why I said no that day? The real reason? Not the garbage I spewed in front of everyone. My mom had just told me that morning that she was leaving my dad. Over breakfast, like it was nothing. She said she'd wasted 20 years on someone who was too nice, too safe, too predictable. Said she needed excitement, danger, someone who didn't worship her. And then there you were, 3 hours later with those earnest eyes and that stuttering speech she'd obviously practiced, being so good, so genuine. Everything she said was wrong about my father. And everyone was watching. All my friends, they all expected me to date Tyler or Brad or someone like that, not the quiet kid who actually saw me as a person instead of some prize. So I panicked. And I chose to be cruel. I chose to humiliate you rather than risk being humiliated myself. Rather than risk becoming my mother, falling for someone safe and then resenting them for it. Do you know what the worst part was? That look on your face. Like I'd confirmed something you already believed about yourself. That you weren't worth it. That you were foolish for even trying. I made you feel that way. And I've watched you for 3 years since, watching you become this amazing person despite what I did. I watched you help people, make friends, grow into someone everyone respects, and I'm still the same scared girl who lashes out when she's afraid. And now, here I am, literally clinging to you for warmth after I pushed you away so viciously. How is that for irony? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was 17 and scared and stupid, and I took it out on the one person who actually liked me, for me. Not for my looks or my popularity or any of that meaningless stuff. You liked me because you thought I was interesting. Because you actually paid attention when I talked about wanting to study languages when everyone else just nodded and changed the subject. You were the only one who noticed I was reading Murakami in the original Japanese. You left that note in my locker about a translation error you'd spotted, and I still have it. I can't believe I just admitted that. I kept it in my jewelry box with things that actually mattered to me. This little piece of notebook paper with your handwriting, your awkward, sweet correction of a translation error in a book you'd notice I was reading. You're so warm. I didn't realize how cold I was until I've been cold for 3 years. Since that day, even surrounded by people, I've been cold and alone. But you're still here. You're not leaving. Even though the door works fine and you could just walk out, you're letting me hold on to you after everything. Maybe it's the exhaustion talking, or maybe it's literally being forced into the same space with you after all this time avoiding you, or maybe it's just that I'm so tired of being cold. But would you maybe want to start over? not romantically. I know I destroyed any chance of that. Just as people who actually know each other now. We have 2 weeks on this trip. We're going to be running into each other. The group is only 12 people, and apparently Mr. Chalk's booking skills are questionable at best, so who knows what other situations we'll end up in. You know what I realized on the plane? You never told anyone what I said that day. The really cruel things. You could have. You could have told everyone what a horrible person I was, but you didn't. You just went on with your life. Became better. Well, I stayed the same. Frozen in that moment. But right now, I'm not frozen, I'm warm. For the first time in 3 years, I'm actually warm. I'm gonna fall asleep now. The jet lag is winning, and I've already embarrassed myself more than I thought possible, but thanks for listening. For not saying all the things you had every right to say. For not walking out. For letting me be close to you like this. For sharing your warmth when I give you nothing but coldness. For what it's worth, your Japanese pronunciation is like really good now. Like really good. You worked hard. I've noticed. I noticed everything about you, actually. Tomorrow, probably we can get coffee from that vending machine I saw. Boss Coffee. You probably already researched the best ones. You always did your research. And maybe I can start making up for all the coldness. 3 years of coldness. You're so warm. I forgot what it felt like to not be cold. I forgot what it felt like to be close to someone who actually knew me.
Hello everyone, this is Spring ASMR. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like the video and subscribe to not miss a single release. If you like exclusive content, if you like to support the channel, please join my Patreon. And if you like to join the Spring ASMR community, check my Discord server. Links to both can be found in the description of this video. Now, time for a quick shout out for my Patreon super supporters. K9, Level Up Chuck, Mojo Jojo, MLP Afterburner, Key the 12, Benji, Ramses, Dr. Ghost, Joshua, Zanman, Captain Mercury, Koi, Ace of Tony, Hispanic Fury, Brian, Crunchy Mango, Cholos, Vigorous Pringle, John, Bag, Kieran, Tommy, Jesse Reed, Lucred, Small, and What a Head do that. And a huge thank you to our ultimate support tier member, Jeffrey. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!